Hey guys, it's Sunday. My body is tired, but I absolutely don't care. It's about time again to just head over to the studio, get some work done, make some music, listen to some music, and maybe even advance with the studio build. Unfortunately, I totally screwed up. I was just sitting here the entire day making music and I forgot about filming anything. I worked on a new song. This might be actually the next upcoming Sine release, because the last one I still don't have any vocals for it, and it's not taking so long that I feel like not releasing it because it now sounds so old. I also didn't advance building anything in here, just like really made music. Vocal booth also still looks the same. But yeah, that's just what you have to do when the creative flow is hitting you. Just use it as much as you can and leave everything else untouched. Just make music the entire time. But now, yeah, in these kind of scenarios and cases, as you know, we just do another edition of track submits. So welcome to Track Submits, the little segment where you send me songs, I listen to them, give you feedback, try to estimate for how long it will take until you have a release on a decent label. It's also always the day where I check all of the demos for the label and answer the people if the song is good enough or not good enough. So you should get a message once this video is out. But now let's just head over and get into the very first track for today. And just to clarify, I always choose those songs random. I get a list like with all of your submissions and I just pick usually 4 to 5 to make these episodes. I don't pre-select them, I don't even pre-listen to them. I just want everyone to have the same chance. I'm just saying that because the first track already has a weird cover. It's called Strawberry Shortcake and it's made by Ivan the Dictator. So I'm assuming it's a joke. I don't think it's a serious submission. But he got chosen, it's his day, so let's hit play. Yeah, not really good, so I really don't know if it's serious, but yeah, maybe inspiration for the next worst track submit. If you didn't know, I used to do them like every quarter, like a worst track submit where you make on purpose a bad song, which is always fun. So I think I will make one in the next week again, because that was always funny. But this song, yeah, it's more a worst track submit than an actual submission. I hope that this person didn't submit it and thought it's good. Sorry to say it. Maybe you have to learn it the hard way. It's not good. So let's get to the next one by Dreams. This is called Ignorance. Goes into a future-based kind of direction. The melodies are okay, the sound design is okay, could be both improved, but that's something that comes with experience. Here, lacking definitely the entire beat structure underneath of the song. I'm always waiting for the kick to really hit, and it never does. There is a groove, but not like a nice one. Yeah, it's a little weird, like from the groove. I think just doing it straight is easier at the beginning, a 4 to the floor standard house EDM kind of beat. If you're a little more advanced, then go for the future bass kind of beats where you usually have halftime. It's a tiny bit more complicated, not that much, but the halftime mixing is actually easier because you have more space in between of the kicks. Either way, more punch in the drums definitely. I would say for Dreams, maybe 1.5, 2 years until he has something that is good for a good label. This ravey part, not my thing, and I think it sounds a little cheap. You can make this sound nicer with a better synthesizer sound, maybe closing the cutoff a little more, making it less ravey cheap and more like ravey cool, if you know what I mean. But here in this song, the build-up is extremely good. So this person has a good feeling and sense for time and building up something. Maybe he just copied from another track, but that's also totally okay, especially if you're just starting out, to copy someone else's build up. But it's good. It's building up, then like a little break, drop again in it, building up again, and then you have like the maximum right where the beat hits again. And even like a couple of seconds later, again a small section that just makes it interesting again, because a lot of people just have then the drop and it goes on for 30 seconds without anything happening, maybe just a hi-hat that gets added. But these little things in between, where you have to put a lot of effort into it, make actually songs a lot more interesting, especially for club music where it's not happening in the voice or in the melody. Go for more small drops, breaks, effect sounds, ear candy basically. By the way, this one was by CrapX and it's called Space. So the next one is then by Official Emotion and called The Fight. Here's the problem. This song and the one before sounds to me almost the same, because I'm not really into that big room kind of sound. That arena, ravey, main stage thing is not mine. Decent track. I think here it's also just a matter of experience. The mixing is alright. There's nothing like sticking out in particular. It's all a little bit off, and that's really again something that just comes by doing a lot of mixing. Mixing is like running or playing soccer or baseball. I don't know, it's all an experienced thing. The more you do it, the better you get. A lot of people forget that. They just think it's one button or one plugin or one technique that you can teach someone and then you make good sounding music. But that's not the case. It just takes a long time training it. With that being said, let's just head over to the next song by Chloe called Lights. Somehow like the vibe. It has like a 80s vibe, also a little cheap but in a good way, so that I actually like it. But the main chopped vocal hook thing isn't good enough. If you compare this to a Martin Garrix song, there is like a huge gap. It's just the way how the vocals are chopped and how they are turned into a melody. I think you need to make them more complex than just those small parts that you have here in this song. But I know getting to the Martin Garrix point is really hard, and I would actually really advise people at the moment to not do these chopped vocals, because it's so heavily overused, overdone. It's already not even anymore played on the radio that heavily, so if they already don't want to play it anymore, it's really over for this kind of style. So just start something new, something fresh, or maybe get inspired by old stuff, mix it up with new stuff. Just do something that doesn't sound like everything else. That's probably something that will make it easier for you. as a producer. But also here again, this takes time at the beginning, totally okay to just copy and learn by copying. And I think we got through with all of the songs. Thanks a lot for watching. That's it with track submits. Now there's just one more thing left. It's Sunday. I can't remember the last day where I had a day off. Yeah, I really don't know. Like this entire week I was every day here in the studio and also the week before, so why not just go outside and enjoy the beach that is right in front of the studio.